Hello again. Today I'm doing a moderately challenging hike. It's going to be a really good workout, and it's got some really rugged scenery. I'm Seth H., and I'm at the Stebbins Cold Canyon Reserve. All right, let's check it out. Stebbins Cold Canyon Reserve is owned by UC Davis and is a research property open to the public. It's located off of Highway 128 at the northwest tip of Solano County, right near Monticello Dam of Lake Berryessa. The parking lot is quite large and there shouldn't be any issue parking. I'm going to walk west out of the parking lot and over to the edge of the highway. If you look to the left, you'll see one of the trailheads into the park, but I'm going to go up to the second one a few hundred feet to the west. I'm following the edge of the highway for a very short distance and then crossing the road. Be extremely careful as you look and listen for approaching traffic. Today I'm doing nearly the 5-mile Homestead to Blue Ridge route, except I'm doing it counterclockwise, so technically Blue Ridge to Homestead. Starting out on the Blue Ridge Trail, it's a gentle upward slope. There's a creek down on the left that will parallel for a bit. The surrounding hillsides are dominated by chaparral sagebrush, blue oaks, and gray pines. After a couple minutes, we come to an information board. One of them has a trail map and informs hikers that the trails actually pass through more than one property, including California Department of Fish and Wildlife land, Bureau of Land Management property, and of course the UC Davis Preserve. Another sign has a variety of warnings that are important to pay attention to. Once I get going again, I begin the many switchbacks that lead to the top of the ridge. Most of the trail passes through almost exclusively chaparral scrub, sagebrush, greasewood shrubs, and toyon. You can see one of the rocky humps up on the ridge I'll be up on in about a half hour's time. The geology here is interesting. You'll notice a lot of sandstone boulders and slabs. Millions of years ago, the Pacific Plate collided with the North American Plate, causing the Earth's crust to buckle, tilt, and the edge of the American Plate to break off along the fault zone. Here, you can actually see the layers of marine sedimentary rock that got uplifted and tilted. These layers were once horizontal. The climb continues. Even on this 70-degree day in the middle of winter, I was getting quite hot on the climb up. On the way up, I could see the snow-capped Sierra Nevada mountains. On a clear day, you can even see the city of Sacramento. I've reached the high ridge line where the views are top-notch. There's even a bench up here if you want to rest a while. Well, shall we take in the views? Here's another view east between the notch in the mountains with Sacramento in the distance and the snow-capped Sierras. Here's looking southeast toward Cold Canyon. Here's Lake Berryessa to the west and northwest. You can see Mount Konocti and Cobb Mountain in the distance. Time to continue south along the ridge. This ridge is far from level. There are a number of camelback humps along this ridge, so be prepared for a lot of short ups and downs. You'll be treated with great views along the way. There are spots where you'll be walking over rock boulders, but it's not difficult. Just watch your step and keep your balance. I eventually come to a junction in the trail. I'm gonna go left to finish this loop, but there's still a ways to go. The trail drops down off the ridge into Cold Canyon. It is noticeably cooler and more forested in this section. Mountain lions have been sighted in this canyon, so just be aware. As the trail gets lower and lower, it eventually gets close to and parallels the creek at the bottom. After a bit, there's a creek bed crossing. There are signs warning not to attempt a crossing if the water is too high and or flowing too fast. The boulders crossing the creek can be slippery. Today's water level is not beyond my skill level, and with great caution, I'll make the crossing. The end of my hike has taken me to the other trailhead, a couple hundred feet from where I started. Crossing Highway 128 and back to the parking lot, I've completed a lovely hike. Wow, what an amazing hike. It definitely feels longer than it actually is, but that's not a bad thing. And like I said, it's a really, really good workout. And this hike is not for beginners, but if you do hike and you haven't been here yet, come check it out. I think you'll really like it. All right, bye for now.